Hello and welcome to ASB TDC TV, a product of a partnership between the University of Arkansas Small Business and Technology Development Center and the Northwest Arkansas Council Small Business Emergency Assistance Program. In this series, we're talking with small businesses, experts, and ASB TDC consultants about the relevant and right now topics and solutions for small business. I am Amy Robinson.
Hi everybody, my name is Chris Case and we are here today with Sandra Pritchard and Kathy Harris from the Parlor Salon. And so welcome First Ladies, just want to say hello.
Hi.
Hi, thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Well, so I have been, you guys are where I go to get my hair done. And so I've known you and have seen you around both for 10 years. So you guys have been in business for a long time. I just want to kind of hear the overview of, how did you two come together? What made you think of starting such a relationship business and just kind of tell us the background. And Kathy, I'll ask you first.
Okay, so yes, so Sandra and I have been both doing hairdressing for 35 plus years each. So we've been doing this a long time. She and I actually started working together back in 92, maybe something like that, I think. We worked together at another salon in Fayetteville for several years and then decided we just wanted to create our own environment, with things and attitudes maybe, and just environment that we felt comfortable in. So that's what we did, and that was in 1997.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah.
And it's a great place.
It started, yes, thank you. So it started with 4 of us, and as we have aged out and retired, 2 of the other owners have stepped out as owners. One is completely retired from here, and the other one still works part-time with us, but it's Sandra and I carrying the baton right now and have been doing that for a couple of years. So it's just she and I owners now at the Parlor.
Great.
That's amazing. And you say creating an environment, and that is exactly what a salon is. I don't know that everybody understands what the business model for a salon is. We walk in, we sit down, somebody greets us, we spend time there. Sometimes
we look pretty when we leave.
We look pretty when we leave. And, I've always called it hair therapy because I think that's what a lot of you do. So tell us a little bit about owning a salon and the business model, and then kind of how that translated into this era of having to shut down and reopen in such a quick, adaptable manner, because not only do you have relationships with your customers, you have very close relationships with the people that are in the salon with you. So tell us a little bit about the business model, Kathy, let's pop over to Sandra. what does that look like?
Well, first of all, it's really fun to come to work every day with your friends, and we love each person in there, and we hope that they love us too. But so we do all work really well together, and I feel like that has got to be first and foremost for success in anything, is you guys got to be able to work together. And so that's like our business model. We want everybody to be happy, and we strive for that. We try to be fair and definitely treat them as how we would want to be treated. And it has been successful for us for 23 years. And but as far as like when the pandemic hit, it was a lot of information to first of all, get out that we were closed, and we still had people like trying to call us all the time. So we definitely, had to manage that. And once we got all that under control, and, we had 7.5 weeks off.
Yeah, that's a big gap. And you all, so as owners of the salon, are majority of, and I don't know that people always understand that your staff are not employees necessarily. Usually they're independent contractors. Sometimes they're renting a booth. And so, but at the same time, you are running that business and you're creating that environment. So how do you communicate? How do you help support them through something? How did you help support them through something like that and communicate everything that they needed to know during that time?
Well,
Yeah.
they definitely did look to us for, lots of direction and information. And Kathy and I both were, trying to keep up with all the information that would come out. So, they definitely look to us for that guidance, and relaying that information.
Yeah. What did that look like, Kathy?
Fortunately, we have an incredible group. So they were partnering in that, and we're sharing and reading and gathering information themselves and sharing it with us so we could, kind of share that with everybody. So, it was a lot of, we have a group me text that we communicated with, and we shared a lot through that, and just calling and talking. Nothing beats that, but
Wow.
we would do that and just kind of just walked each other through it. We had no idea if this was a week or so or months. We really were left to just figure it out as we went. But it really, I think, once we kind of thought, okay, this is kind of it, this is where we're at for now, that we all settled in and we stayed in touch. We shared any kind of information that was put out there by, our state, as far as guidelines and any of the fundings and unemployment things. That was, we were all sharing that, as much as, that was a little chaotic, I think, because I think our state was trying to figure out how they were going to handle it too. So
They were.
it was just really communicating, and we would share all that, but we would also share our little home projects. So we were staying in touch as a close-knit group too.
Good.
Yeah, I was telling you guys early, you guys' communication was so good from the onset, and just even the relationships and your communication between each other.
Yeah.
And so there's probably kind of a new norm, and we don't want to say norm because there's going to be a next normal and a next normal. But what does, Sandra, the new normal look for you guys, and what are you going to be doing maybe just a little bit differently than you did before, or any advice or tips of what you guys are headed into?
Well, as far as, what our new normal now is, when you come in the salon, everybody wears their mask, and for the most part, everyone has been just great about that. We've not had anybody completely refuse it. So I am hoping that this will not be our new normal forever, but we are definitely willing and excited to be able to do whatever we can to keep our doors open. And everyone who comes in is excited to be there. So that makes coming to work even more fun.
Well, and it's not adaptability, and that communication is really important to that. And I think Kathy, you were mentioning just kind of, it's not, and we're talking about relationship business. I'd like you to talk a little bit more about what that means and how that would be different from, when a restaurant shuts down and reopens, or, any of those other things. What were some of the, what does that relationship-based business mean when everyone is in a different place in their lives, and this pandemic is meaning different things to different people? What does that look like for you all?
Yeah, sure. Most all of our girls have been in the business for years and years, and so they have developed relationships with their clients. And so sure, you see them every few weeks, and so you definitely get beyond just a service-based type relationship. So what, even possibly some of their health issues, some of their family health issues, some of maybe their caretakers for someone. So all of that, comes into play. And how you handle something like this. It makes it very real, and how it can affect them, and of course, anything that affects our clients, could come back to affect us. So, we just were very communicating with them. Each of us individually contacted each of our clients and spoke with them personally. And when we came back to work and we were allowed to start again, we all had our list and called each and every one of them and dealt with their situation accordingly. And it worked out fine. It worked out. It was a little scary. I think that first week I would gather everybody in there. It was, walking back in, it was very nerve-wracking. We there was still a lot going on as far as the risk. So, but yeah, we have fortunately, like Sandra said, we have had not any issues. Our clients have been happy to be there. We've not had any cases come up. So I do think that what we're doing is working.
Well, and it's a very, it's a high touch environment. Everybody has different, needs and different levels of comfort, and then there's always that first time of doing something for the first time. Now going to the grocery store for the first time is I know that caused me a little anxiety the very first time. So tell us a little bit, if you had tips for any other salon owners and just kind of things that you feel like maybe you learned and did well, or maybe you wish that you had done better. Do you have any advice for any other salon owners out there about this time of kind of uncertainty?
Well, I think first and foremost that they have to stick to the mandates and what they know that they're doing, because that's, first of all, we know that, okay, the hand washing, the sanitizing, those are the things that we can do because that's what they say helps to stop that. So I would definitely say follow and stick to the guidelines. And, as far as like clients coming in, I do think you have to take each person's needs individually. Some people comfort level is better than others. So kind of trying to navigate and feel that person out and then accommodate them and make sure that they feel, safe and that they know all of the steps that we're doing. So my screen just went dark.
No,
Sorry,
you're still there. Yeah.
No, okay. Okay.
No, Sandra, that's a great tip, just because the mandates are changing. And so we've got to change. And it's all unknown. So if something changes, you just go with the change.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Kathy, do you have anything to add to that? Kathy,
that's exactly right. I think initially there was a lot of information coming at us, what we should do. And I think we had to really peel it all back and look at the mandates and follow them exactly. And stick with it. It adds time to each and every client's appointment. So we've had to definitely adjust on our scheduling. But that's, not an issue. The fact that we're able to be there and work safely and our clients are able to be there and feel safe, I think that's most important. But yeah, just following the mandates and sticking together and picking each other up and encouraging each other. That's what's kind of gotten us through.
I love that. I love that so much. And where can we find the Parlor Salon on social media or anywhere else?
We are on Instagram and Facebook. Our physical address is 3810 North Front in Fayetteville, just off Joyce. And so we're easy to find.
Excellent. Good. Well, thank you ladies for being here so
Yes.
much. We're excited, and absolutely this, the relationships that you've built with both of your clients and your customers are your clients and your salon family
Yes.
is inspiring. So thank you so much for being here with us today. And thank you if you're watching or listening. And if you have a suggested question, a topic that you need, would like to cover, someone you'd like to hear from, or a story that you'd like to share, please contact us at bizhelp@uark.edu. That's BUSHELP@uark.edu, and put TV in the subject line. And if you're interested in benefiting from our free one-on-one consulting assistance, please sign up at sbtdc.uark.edu. Thank you again, ladies. We really appreciate
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Thank you. Appreciate you having us.
Thank you.